It's good to be back with you and present our next session. And our next session is on one of my favorite books that's been written by Proactive Coaching, The Impact of Trust. I think this book is the foundation of everything we do. Isn't trust the foundation of everything we do? Trust makes or breaks teams, families, businesses. And this book goes through the process of how to build trust as you walk through it. But one thing we do before we even get to that point in the booklet is we talk about the impact of low trust versus high trust teams. Have you sat back and analyzed your trust level on your team? Have you had somebody come in and look at your trust level of your team and where it is? You know, you're not going to be perfect either. You're perfect, totally trust, and you're probably not going to be at a place you're total disarray. But where are we? We have to be leaning towards great trust on teams. In the booklet, we talk about 8 factors kind of on low trust and high trust. I just want to bring a couple of them to you today. The first thing that comes with high trust is engagement. High trust teams are totally engaged. Low trust teams are disengaged. Go to a practice and watch. You know, one of the best things when you don't know anybody, so you're going to another school and you happen to be playing a contest and you get another team practicing, go watch them. Go watch them and see what the engagement level is. We're looking for teams that are totally engaged, not just the players getting the reps, but the players on the sidelines. Can we coach every player and keep them engaged? It's not easy, and the larger the number of your team is, the harder it will be. But that's our job, is to keep them engaged. Everybody's part of the team. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll be at 100%, but we got to keep as many people engaged as possible. Low trust versus high trust, where are you at? Second one that I want to kind of talk about is this. When you say something, do they trust their training, or do they have to think about it? Will that work? If they trust you as a coach, the moment you say something, their thought process, that's going to work, and they go try it. Doesn't mean they'll get it done, but they'll try it. That's high trust. Low trust, they sit back and go, I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure that's going to work for me. Again, not a 100% rule, but a very good test on where we are with trust. There's a lot of other factors we talk about in the booklet. But now let's talk about how is trust created. And the 3 avenues we kind of walk through, and we're not going to get too deep in any of these avenues, but it's this. Have we come professionally prepared as a coach? It's hard to fool young people that have spent any time in the sport. We have to come prepared. We have to know our X and O's. We have to have a strong philosophy. There's about 10 other things we talk about. But if we start abandoning things right away and we start questioning our own philosophy, they're going to question, if coach doesn't believe this, why should we? Let's make sure we show up ready to go, prepared, professionally prepared to be the best coach we can be. The second one is this. We have to personally care. We have to personally care about our athletes. They want to know we think about them as more than just an athletic person. We think about them as a person, who they are as a student, what's their family like, what's going on in their life. Let's make sure we personally care about them. One way we can personally care about them is be loyal to them. If we're asking for loyalty from them, let's give loyalty to them. Make sure we're not bad talking about kids. If we got something to say to them, we're going to them. Be loyal. The last one, purposeful, consistent character. It's in our integrity. Do our words and actions align? We live in a weird world today, guys. We live in an emotional, charged world that's public when we're coaching. And we're all one cell phone video away from being done. The question is, do we go out there and it's emotional? Are we ready for our words and actions align? Who we say we want to act as a coach, how our team is going to act, do we display that? Because we're out there. And when our words and actions align, people align with us and say, they believe that. Coach believes that. What a great, great message we can give our young people by having the integrity to have our words and actions align. Preparation, personal caring, purposeful, consistent character. All those fall into this last thing we're going to talk about this morning, and it's this. We have to remember, we want our young people to be willing to trust us, that they're willing to make mistakes. You'll never grow if you're not willing to make a mistake. And we want our athletes to risk and make mistakes at full effort and full attention. Not at less than full effort and full attention, but at full effort and full attention. They will do that if they trust us. If they don't, it's going to be hard, and here's why. You know, we're athletes, and every athlete, I don't know how many coaches are watching this, but every athlete will make a mistake that you coach. The question is, how do we respond to that? And are we ready to respond to that? If they trust us, they'll be willing to make that mistake. Let's look at one other avenue there. You know where people make mistakes in athletics? publicly. It's in front of the world. Their teammates, their opponents, the fans, social media, ESPN, whatever it is. ESPN shows the 10 worst plays of the week every week. That's where mistakes go. If I fail a math test, it's between me and the teacher. I fail in athletics, it could be between everybody. If they're going to be willing to risk, they have to be willing to trust you. Are you willing to put the time in to create that trust? Good luck.